A Blue Earth County Commissioner is resigning from the county board. District 3 Commissioner Mark Pipo will submit his resignation at Tuesday's council meeting effective November 1st. In a statement to KEYC News Now, Pipo says he's enjoyed his 18 years on the board, adding, "It's time for younger people to serve, and it's been a privilege to serve the people of Blue Earth County." At Tuesday's meeting, the county board will set a special election for November 3rd to fill the remainder of the term. Pipo was first elected in 2009. The term runs through January of 2029. The seat covers southern parts of the city of Mankato and Skyline. Candidate filings for that special election run May 19th to June the 2nd.